When I'm telling Pun after this session, in that freestyle session, I'm asking Pun to come to that show, and he's saying, "Yo, I can't come, my legs and all this and that." And he wound up passing away. But prior to that, people didn't know. Sunkiss knew. I don't know if Reef knew, but I was supposed to be a part of Foundation. Me and my partner Chance too. He was looking for because I think he was like, "Yeah, I got Sunkiss. I'm looking for a 2-man group," and I was letting him hear music, and he was like, "That's good. But come back with something like this, come back with something like that. You just know I'm fucking with you. Don't stop doing what you're doing." And when I was introduced to him, I was introduced to him as a rapper. So he always knew me as a rapper.
Got you.
You're making me think too. The funniest thing is, remember I said my boss was a manager. So this was on Valentine's Day. And I think I got what? Maybe like $350 or $400 for just saying a 12 line or 16 bar verse for Tito Nieves at a concert. But I had to spit it in Spanish and English. They was asking me, do I know a whole Spanish verse? And I was like, I can spit something in Spanish and English. But the illest part was, the gimmick was Tito Nieves got arrested out in the parking lot. And I'm supposed to go on stage to entertain this fucking crowd in front like he got locked up. You know how challenging that was? Because they could have booed me off the stage and all. But the funny thing was, guess who's in the crowd? Right there, looking at me, perform. Fat Joe and Cuban Link in the crowd. They're going to remember that. They're going to be like, yo, that was you on stage? Yeah, that was me on stage. And they should have footage of that. That was me on stage, opening up for Tito Nieves. And then after I finished my rhyme, he bust through something that came out on stage and the crowd went crazy.
So you were supposed to be signed to Foundation Records, right?
Yeah.
But it didn't end up happening because Pun passed away?
Yes, most likely, yes.
Okay. Do you know what his plan was with the label? Like, was he leaving TS or was Joe going to distribute the label?
Well, it's a lot of politics into that. I know he was going to be, Foundation was going to be the next Terror Squad or bigger than Terror Squad.
What do you mean by that? Like he was planning on leaving?
He had Foundation. He wasn't starting Foundation just to sit back and start it. He had Reef Hustle, he had Sunkiss, he had Remy Ma, he had Tony Sunshine.
Because when you hear Joe tell the story about when he heard Remy Ma spit for the first time, he says that Pun tells him, "Don't worry, I got her for us." And Joe said he was relieved to hear that. So it was like the idea was that they were going to be together still.
Well, like I said, it's politics. So behind closed doors, they were signed to Remy was signed to Foundation, and Tony Son was signed to Foundation. Basically, those contracts existed at one. Other stuff took place where I guess they got voided, and another contract popped up. That's another whole topic.
Right. I know. When I interviewed Gongu, he said that Liza got like $75,000 to sign over Tony and Remy.
Yes.
But she was supposed to receive like a percentage on like future projects and stuff like that, but she didn't end up getting that.
Yes. So,
but did you have conversations with Pun about what Foundation was exactly supposed to be?
Foundation, once again, I'm gonna just say it for what it was. Terror Squad was wasn't supposed to be that because but Terror Squad was a lot of Spanish people. Pun had it black and Spanish. What Foundation was gonna be. It was mixed. And it is what it is. It was Pun put that Boricua Morena in the song. It was gonna be Boricua something else. It wasn't gonna be no Boricua Morena. That's what made that song pop too. That Morena part.
Right. It was the unity.
Right.